Or I'm not just gonna drink it out of the bottle like an animal. I have some manners. Now, towards the end of these years, no, that sounds weird. Towards the end of these years, that sounds like I'm talking about the end of time. My first few lessons were... Hello, roses! I hope everybody had a good Christmas. I'm pre-recording this video, as I'm sure you can tell by my decorations that are still up. But I'm sure that I had a good Christmas too, and that I got everything I asked for, which really was just money to pay off my credit card. Anyway, I have some exciting news to share. In the middle of January, I am moving to BC. Again! Last time I lived in BC, I let myself get stressed. It felt like everything fell apart all at once, and I ran away. But now, I'm going back, and I won't run away when things get hard. Probably. My friends and family were a little surprised to hear that I decided to move back to British Columbia. They were confused because they didn't think I was happy there. Now, I see how I gave them reason to think this. I was still struggling with my depression in BC, and I had talked to them about it. But it seems to me that there's a significant lack of understanding that most people have over the difference between sadness and depression. And so I've been thinking about it for a few days, trying to put that difference into words. And I think I've come up with an analogy that works sort of well. When I was a kid, I was in swimming lessons. I was great at swimming, actually. I loved it. But my first few lessons were really frustrating. I was having a lot of trouble, but with time and with patience, I learned how to swim. That's what sadness is like. It sucks at first, but with time, it heals. With time, you can move on from it and be okay. That's sadness, your first few swimming lessons. I was in swimming lessons for years, 7 or 8 at least. The last year that I was in swimming lessons, one day we were practicing treading water in the deep end. There was me, about 5 or 6 other kids, and the instructor. Every class, we treaded the water for a few minutes. But for some reason, on this particular day, I was having trouble with it. My head went under once, twice, and the next thing I know, I'm gasping for air, trying to keep my head above water, and between breaths, trying to call out and get my instructor's attention. He didn't notice. None of the other kids noticed. I knew how to swim at this point. I knew how to swim well. But on this particular day, for no particular reason, I couldn't keep my head above water, and nobody seemed to notice. I knew how to swim, but completely unexpected one day, I could have drowned. That is depression. Depression is something that just doesn't go away. It's a mental illness, and I'm gonna be struggling with it my whole life. Some days I'll be fine, but other days I'm gonna have to put up a fight to keep my head above the water. I know it sounds confusing, but despite my depression, I can still be happy. And living in BC is what makes me happy. And I think that when I moved back here to Newfoundland the last time, I'm gonna be really cheesy and quote Grey's Anatomy, but I think that I had to come back to see that it was right to leave. And I think that BC is actually probably better for my mental health. And I could go on and on about how much I love BC and what I think is so great about it. But if you want the Cliff Notes version, you can click somewhere up here or in the link in the description to see my last video that I did on moving to BC the last time. So I guess what I'm trying to say with this video is just because you have depression, that doesn't mean you won't get to be happy ever. Don't let yourself think that depression is a sentence to be miserable for the rest of your life. You'll still have your down days, but at some point, you'll stop feeling like you don't have your life together and you'll honestly be able to say, I'm happy with where I'm at right now. So that's it for this video, Roses. You can expect that the next couple weeks probably will be hectic for me. I may be uploading a little off schedule, so don't be surprised if that happens, but I will still try to upload once a week. Also, I probably won't be filming at my desk the next couple of videos because I'm going to be packing up the books and stuff. There will be a video solely dedicated to my move to BC, which I'm excited for because hopefully you guys will get to meet some of my less camera shy friends. Also, with my move to BC comes a room that will have space to record in said room, so I won't always have to wait until I'm home alone to record a video, so that may or may not mean I'm going to start posting twice a week. Don't know yet, but we'll see. I have lots of ideas and stuff planned that came along with this move, but I'm going to talk more about them in my New Year's resolution video, which is coming out later. Look out for that. Yeah, that's it. I'm rambling at this point. So if you liked this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys sometime next week. Bye! I don't think my endings are ever gonna get less awkward. I'm embracing it at this point. Okay, bye!